might need a backup phone, like wow. Kid.
Rolling Japanese till I flow. Rolling, I've been living like the GOAT. Rolling on the boat. See, I've been rolling. Rolling Japanese till I flow. Rolling, I've been living like the GOAT. Rolling on the boat. See, I've been rolling. See, I've been rolling. See, I've been rolling.
Hay quien magnifica emblemas como punto de partida y así refugiarse en símbolos para negar la vida. Construyen una cárcel como forma de salida. Escapar de escapar es su maestro plan de huida. Y aunque a veces me avergüenza haber vivido una mentira, no puedo evitar que mi pasado me persiga. Por suerte decidí ser parte de la alternativa.
Oladipo, the pass to Baylor. Stockton kicks to Walton. Back to Stockton. There's the dish to Baylor. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
What I'm trying to figure out, why was their defense so much more suffocating in the first half? This does not look like the same team at all.
Curry is out there with Harden. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Durant. And it's Hayes in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
The Pacers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Oladipo dishes to Stockton. Passes it to Walton. Back to Stockton. Baylor a screen on Durant. Here's the teardrop. Stockton's shot is off. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Pass to Durant to take the lead. Yep, right through the net.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Malone. Screen by Walton. Malone kicks to Oladipo. And Durant sends it back. Curry passes to Harden. Here's the screen. Gasol dishes to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Stockton. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Durant kicks to Curry. Good-looking screen by Gasol. From deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pacers trail by 8. Stockton kicks to Malone. There's a good screen. Feeds it to Baylor. From 13 feet, it goes down.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
On the top of the key, the shot misses. And Indiana will come the other way.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Free throw good from Baylor. And so Baylor nails both of them.
This guy is the definition of the word clutch. He has all the trust in the world from his teammates in these kinds of situations.
Curry kicks to Hayes. basket count, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
On the free throw, no good. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Timeout called the Pacers. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Elvin Hayes.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. Three-pointers have hurt him tonight and told his players, we've got to play him better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Here's Indiana. Screen by Walton. Stockton kicks to Baylor. Foul on the play, that's the count, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Free throw good from Baylor.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Oh, here's Curry. It's up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 23.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Harden against Oladipo. Back to Malone. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. There's a screen. Durant against Baylor. And Durant gets double teamed. Floats one. Good work defensively by Baylor.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Good on the first, and that turns the lead to 6. And he makes both free throws.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking. Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
There's some big-time teaching moments tonight. Hopefully, they become a better team for it.
Now here's Stockton. Oladipo outside from deep three-point range, but they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Outside Curry. So it's Memphis picking up the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Church boy character, stubborn by his goals, up and at him like a predator. Opinions never register, mind of his own. I told him sit back and watch my rise to the throne. Fakers in the land of the strong, they won't survive. They ain't really got it, I can see it in their eyes. Fake Niggas in the land of the strong, they won't survive. They ain't really got it, I can see it in their eyes, no surprise. Prep for any encounter, forgiving situations. I play it in my mind, working with simulations. I love that mental challenge, it's purely just stimulation. I never change my moves, just some subtle renovations. See, that blood represent what's inside and can make a man. The sweat symbolizes grind and executing plans. The tears reserved for the suffer, cause we understand. They in their comfort zone, couldn't see me in man to man. Told them all to watch out, I'm on the clock with no watch out. Shining with all the watch out so they can call me a spot out. Got my brothers with me, they looking up when it flocks out. Mom be running so fast, sometimes I let my thoughts out. Them false prophets just looking to stay true. Never putting in work and they think we gon' praise you. Living life without.
Carter kicks to Irving. It's deflected. Some nice passing by New York here. McHale passes to Carter. Back to McHale. Passes to Porzingis. There's the dish to McHale. Lock at 6. Over Garnett. And count it from 19 feet away. And the Knicks lead by 7. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Garnett. Poe out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Hill in at the 3 spot. Now here's Paul. He kicks it to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Carter with it. Grant Hill covering. Carter kicks to Porzingis. McHale dishes to Carter. Charity strike shot, and that one is good. Carter's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
O'Neal is screen on Carter. They set the pick. Porzingis against Hill. Irving double team. Outside Carter, good on the triple. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Shaq with the screen. Paul with the 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. McHale's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Porzingis kicks to Carter. A 3. The shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now. Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And here's Porzingis following the 3 from Chris Paul. Outside, Porzingis. And the wing jumper offline.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Julius Irving.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The Knicks making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Mike Drexler's checked in for the Trailblazers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen in on Jeff Hornacek's huddle with his players. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up. So Drexler will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close, and he takes care of business as usual.
Rose kicks to Carter. Screen by Porzingis. On minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Carter against Hill. On the line, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Pass to Lillard. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close range.
Rose against Lillard. Takes it from 10. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Up and in on the way. Abdul-Jabbar's got 22.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Lillard, the pass to Drexler. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan.
That is not possible. What we just did, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Here is Rose, following the score by Clyde Drexler.
Yes, sir. Porzingis loving the moment right here, stepping up huge.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Drexler. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
And the wide shot from Rose. And a miss there on the triple.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
But he gets it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. He dishes it to O'Neal. Lillard outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
And here are the Suns now. 9-point game. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Walker's checked in for Leonard. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. West is out there with Booker. Then there's Chamberlain. Then there's Havlicek. And it's McAdoo in at the power forward. Now here's Bryant. Charlotte moving the ball around. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Here's West. Kicks it to Chamberlain. Wilkins against Havlicek. Back to Chamberlain. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. And Chris, we know you are always trying to connect with our fans over social media. We have a question for you sent in by a viewer who asked, Chris, if you weren't a basketball player, what other profession do you think you may have pursued?
Wow. Well, I used to want to be a wrestler and and other guys like that. But no, my mother was a teacher, and I always was with her in school. And I think, I love kids and hanging around kids. So it would definitely be something where I'm instructing kids. I don't know if it would be school or if it would be a gym teacher or if it would be working with kids in some type of way. But definitely would want to work with kids.
I can see you as a teacher. Like if you were a wrestler, like what would your name be? Like would you be like
what
name
it
would
was
you
some terrible names back there. Junkyard Dog, Coco Beware, Ultimate Warrior, Superfly Slicker. I know I gave my name back. I gave myself a name back in there. I don't know. I'd have to figure out first what my persona was. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I have to think about that. But I'm too skinny, man. I think I've broken up in that ring. I know that for sure. So I think I made the right decision.
West kicks to McAdoo. Chamberlain a screen. Here's McAdoo. Back to West. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Weber. Bryant against West. Bryant dishes to Wilkins. Back to Kobe. Three-pointer. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
Now here's West. Robinson with the block, and he gets it back. And that one's good by Chamberlain.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Hornets trail by 14. There's a screen by Robinson. Walker with a clean look. A three-pointer, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. That's now 7 out of their last 10 coming off the assist.
And here's Walker. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. He had a nice open look right there.
Walker strikes a nice balance between scoring and finding his teammates. That time for a wide open bucket.
Phoenix leading by 14. Chamberlain with a screen on Walker. Wilkins against Havlicek. Stolen by Robinson. Now Walker. Here's Weber. Right through the knee for the layup. Weber's got 22 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Booker in the corner. Here's Chamberlain using his post move to get the 2 points. Chamberlain got 13 points in the second half.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. .152 left to play here in the fourth. Rest outside. Top of the key, Booker. To the left side wing. Down low, here's McAdoo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Havlicek. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Weber. Batum comes in for Wilkins. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Kobe. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Hornets trail by 17. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Howard, the pass to Robinson. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
And last season, Greg, one big issue for the Hornets was their bench.
Charlotte tried their best to address that issue this past offseason. It just goes to show that you need to have a complete roster to compete. A lot of games were given away by the Hornets last year by losing ground when the starters left the court.
And here is Payton. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. There's the dish to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Howard setting the pick for Walker. They get a hand on it. Walker against Payton.
Es mi última jugada. Es mi última jugada. Es mi última jugada. ¿Cómo? Hay que salir al campo. ¿Cómo? Es mi última jugada. El momento es ahora. Les puse frente a una ventana para poder ver más lejos y en lugar de mirar fuera se centran en su reflejo. Hay sincronicidades que llegan como regalos. Mantén abiertos los ojos pues están en todos lados. Aunque en cierto modo entiendo cómo están configurados. Reinan debates estériles para un mundo infectado. Dan lecciones de verdad, belleza, virtud y moral. Pero en qué lugar dejan hueco a la felicidad. Agito el veneno y te explico que mito rompemos. Me pido lo bueno, mi micro y trinitro tolueno. Si al fin conocemos que esto es finito, te invito a que estemos a solas en mi escrito el infinito. será menos, sumergidos a 1000 metros en el grito de tus miedos. Solo hay eco de conocimiento ciego, también reconocimiento a los cimientos de tu ego. Lucha contra lo que arrastras, dile basta y hasta luego. No hace falta que entiendas qué está pasando, no hace falta que sepas que estamos viendo, haciendo juntos una curva en la línea del tiempo. Miro al futuro y los veo volviendo. No hay bienes, ni riqueza, ni realeza, ni ADN. Solo déjame inundarte de palabras que te llenen, que te hagan comprender la importancia de lo que viene. Es tu última jugada.
Now Kidd. Robertson outside. Outside Kidd. Back to Robertson. Hodman sets a screen. Now the pass to Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. Over Wade. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 5.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Dennis Rodman. Jason Kidd is out there with Robertson. Then it's Russell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the power forward.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
Olajuwon's checked in for Brooklyn.
Well, guys, you think back to 2013 when the Nets pushed all their chips in for a title. When that collapsed, they had to embrace Plan B. So what do? They go into the Spurs organization, hire from that brain trust, and now are trying to build from the ground up.
Now here's Dragic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Worthy's checked in.
And, you know, last season, it seemed like it was a strong return to form for Goran Dragic. He was able to be more ball dominant when he was on the floor. And that style seems to work to his advantage. And he just seemed more comfortable in his role with this team.
Now, here is Russell. Over Pierce. Offensive rebound. They shot off that time. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Van Horn. Now here's Dragic over Russell. Hits the front of the rim and out. Greg, with Dragic and his statistical resurgence for several seasons, he had been sharing playmaking duties with guys like Wade and Bledsoe.
And as great as those players are, Dragic is best when he's the lead guard. Seems to be best paired with a shooter. A player's mentality can change when he is or isn't the primary ball handler, and that's been the case with Dragic.
Now here's Pierce, following the miss by Hakeem.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one falls for Pierce. The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
Now here's Wade, following the miss by James Worthy. Dragic sticks to Wade. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Wade is an exceptional player, an efficient scorer who can score in bunches.
And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the 3 by Miami. Robertson kicks to Olajuwon. Hodman sets a screen. Here's Russell, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. And the Nets lead by 1.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Screen by Olynyk. Duncan. The pass to Dragic. Over Russell. No good from Dragic.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Here's Robertson. Duncan with the block. Pierce against Worthy. The 11-footer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Robertson dishes to Russell. Robertson with it. Now grounded by Dragic. Duncan with the block. Russell against Dragic. Robertson with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Wade for the made shot from Oscar Robertson. In transition, here come the Nets. Worthy kicks for Russell. Outside, Rodman. Robertson with it. Shot clock at 5. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That's short off the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
You know, you have to be an absolutely tireless worker to rack up 20-plus boards.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the sides. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Well, this is what they're left with. Needing a fast bucket, then a foul.
Well, it's desperation time, and you don't have a ton of time to play around with. They know it. Got to get to work.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And it's been another dominant night on the glass for him. Some of his other numbers might change from game to game, but you know he's going to give you double-digit rebounds. It's impossible to keep him off the glass. His energy level is that good.
Well, Heat making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 5. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Right, that's the game plan. It's got to be executed perfectly. No time to waste.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And the Heat call time here. They trail by 5. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Pierce. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Yeah, not many guys entering the league impact their teams this fast. Russell is an exception.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Wade kicks to Dragic. From downtown. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're ahead by 1. 3 seconds left in the game. There's Olajuwon, and so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For
La concorrenza del rap non è più mite, ce n'è sempre uno pronto come l'uomo tigre. Se pensa come girava il mondo 20 anni fa, che per giocare ai videogame doveva andare al bar. La solitudine accompagna anche le superstar, finisce che parli con l'auto come il supercar. Andavo da blockbuster, i film di serie A, i Ghostbuster, lo squalo, Jurassic Park. Mi sentivo in paradiso, in quel Luna Park che oggi è chiuso, tempo scaduto, niente più caso. Andava sempre così, dal lunedì al venerdì. La stessa gente in tasca, niente però era meglio di un film. Il rap di Biggie e Tupac, Space Jam e Michael Jordan. Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Mourning all out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Pettit in at the 4. Here's Van Horn. Dishes it to Duncan. Count it, good. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Here's Pettit, and it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Here's Duncan. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Wade on the wing. Tigers from the corner. Unable to get that one. And it's Miami the other way.
And, you know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Outside, Kukos. Right side a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Kukos. He's covered closely.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wade kicks to Mourning. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Los Angeles leading by 5. Reed with it. Kicks it to Ball. Mourning with the screen.
And he has to take that. Watch the rest of this from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Los Angeles. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here. That'll put Alonzo Mourning on the line. Tim Duncan picks one up. Paul Pierce is checked in for Miami.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now here's Dragic. A basket good off the assist from Wade.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Now here is McGrady. Out to the right wing. Back to LeBron. Mourning with the screen. Here's James. Backs down the step back James. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when it's hot. I like the mindset.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Here's Ball. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Inside, and stolen by Mourning. Here's Ball. He feeds it to McGrady. Now the dish to Mourning. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Again, Los Angeles. And an important part of every team's game. And we'll look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets. The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
McGrady kicks the ball. Mourning with the screen. McGrady against Wade. Back to McGrady. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Heat.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Pierce. To the paint. Here's Duncan. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket,
Don't ask me to lie, to beg for forgiveness, for making you cry, for making you cry. I'm only human after all, don't you blame on me. After all, I'm only human. After all, don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I do what I can. I'm just a man. I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. This gon' last a minute. Raise the bar up. You been feeling really lonely. You a star. In the car. Like you Starbucks. I'm on another planet. Roll it up. On the left, better take your sleep. On the left, you can't reach. These can't teach. Get up, what she needs. Take it easy on the. I've been rolling on the deep end. Shawty, worth 1,000. What's the style? Really solid. Like I'm, yeah. Rolling Japanese, still rolling, I've been living like a goat. Rolling on the boat. See, I've been rolling. Rolling Japanese, still rolling, I've been living like a goat. Rolling on the boat. See, I've been rolling. I'm in your city, holla back. You know I had to give me some more racks. You know I had to put it on the map. Send me the address and not GPS. Then I pull up, yeah. I be the brother that forgot the days. So good she won't marry the kid, but I'm still stuck in my way. Oh, get out my face. I don't want it all, I just want to taste. We've been going up, I think we in space. But I do need my space. Whoa, I've been going up. She been with it, she just trying to on the rap. Left on the line, and she lean with it. I'ma lean in it. A lot of money on my mind. Got a shorty on the other line, and she beat flights I decline. While I flights I be fine, yeah. I'm good with that. I'ma leave you on that note, and I ain't got a trap phone. I might need a backup phone, like wow, kid. Rolling Japanese, still afloat. Rolling, I've been living like the goat. Rolling on the road. See, I've been rolling. Rolling Japanese, still afloat. Rolling, I've been living like the goat.
On the court for Indiana, Stockton is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Walton. Then it's Baylor. And it's Malone in at the power forward position. Hornets trail by 5. Leonard on the wing. Baylor defending. Here's Robinson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
The first free throw is good. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. For so long, the Hornets have been one of the most disciplined teams, Greg, in the NBA.
Yeah, you look at how this team takes care of the ball, and from the first guy to the last, it says something about how much pride they take in that. Minimizing turnovers goes a long way in terms of winning games. It's been a part of the basketball culture with the Hornets for quite some time.
And here's Leonard. John Stockton getting his 3 to go moments ago. Over Baylor. Here's Weber. Another shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Stockton against Walker. Screen by Walton. And a wide open look for Jordan. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. That's 28 points for Jordan.
Don't forget, he had a 3 in the first half. He can really hurt you from out there.
And Walker kicks to Robinson. Right wing. Weber, the pass to Bryant. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen by Robinson. Malone with the steal, and they're moving it up. Here's Baylor, and the dunk by Baylor.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
So it's the Hornets now. The Pacers making the shot. Outside, Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. The rebound by Walton.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to it.
To the middle, here's Malone. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Indiana lead.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make. Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Kobe with it. Taylor picks him up. And Bryant kicks to Leonard. Over Stockton. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Kobe. Kobe's got his 6th assist on the night. Pacers leading by 9. And the Pacers call time here. They're in front by 9. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. All time to just let them get their legs back under.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. We'll take chances, no dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way. Guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Even with the D swarming Walker, he rattles in these shots. Just an exceptional finisher close to the basket.
Bryant against Jordan. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. .125 left to play in the final quarter. Screen by Malone. Stockton kicks to Malone. And it's in there. Malone's got 6 points in the quarter.
Such control and touch on the finger roll. Man, it's just a lost art in the era of colossal rollout.
Kobe with it. Weber a screen. Robinson a screen on Stockton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get John Stockton.
Oh, Walker, very crafty earning these shooting fouls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan kicks to Walton. Stockton outside. Screen by Malone. Off the screen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Pacers lead by 9.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten the series, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Charlotte making some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Robinson. Batum comes in for Leonard. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Kobe. Weber dishes to Walker. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in.
And Walker uses every inch of his 6-foot 1-inch frame to nail the interior shots, really using his body well.
To the inside. Turner with the screen. Oladipo for 3, and Indiana another 3.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
26 seconds left in the game. And Batum kicks to Lamb. That 3 off the mark.
know they rock with me, they wanted it, I had to have it, ain't no stopping me. A lot of fakers in the land of the strong, they won't survive. They ain't really got it, I can see it